Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another counter side video. Alright, so first things first, updates. Plenty of cool things coming today. Some things that I am a bit concerned and confused about. We're gonna talk about that. But first, let me do a bit of these dailies first because get it out of the way. Alright, so let's see what do we have in store. So first up, getting 500 quartz, more than usual. 5k Ethereum and 500 quartz. I do appreciate this for sure. I mean, I'm not complaining that they're giving more. Alright, so new content coming up. So first things first, we have a side story Crossroads unlock. So I have no idea what this is. Wait, let me check in the KR version. Okay, this is quite interesting. Apparently in the KR version, this is how the side story is like. And there's this Crossroads as well. Does that mean that you can farm Jo Shi-young and Karin Wong's shards in the hard stages? If that's the case, that will be pretty nice. We'll find out. Maybe it's just some additional story. There might not be any shards available. We'll see how it goes. Alright, we're gonna have two new challenges. Kim Hana's performance evaluation and Anastasia's supply maintenance. So I'm very familiar with Anastasia's supply maintenance. But what the heck is Kim Hana's performance evaluation? That one I'm not too sure about. It must be a different challenge mode altogether. So vacation skin release: Jo Shi-young, Rosaria, Lee Yumi, Karin Wong, Yensing, Adif Twins, Liv Allen, Yumina, Chifuyu, Chinatsu, Elizabeth, Lee Ji-so. Oh, it's the old skin. Alright. They shouldn't have used the word released. It's very confusing. They should say that, okay, re-release or something along those, or like return or something like that. Because when they say release, you assume there is a new version, right? But it's not. It's something that exists before. A new recruitment. We're gonna have Replacer Bishop, Mika Star. Let's go. Okay, now I'm excited. Now there's two new units that we can talk about in this video. Bishop and Mika Star for sure. We're gonna have Karin Wong. We're gonna have Jo Shi-young. We're gonna have Karin Wong. Did I just say Karin Wong twice? It's typed twice. Why? Probability up. Okay, added special recruitment package, volume 1, 2, 3, and live contract. Special package, more packages for people to buy if you want to. Set binary special package, tuning binary special package. New season of Danger Close. Okay, nice. Okay, optimization. What is this? Simulation ticket optimization. You can no longer get simulation tickets from shop, world map, and mission rewards. Oh, that is unfortunate. You can now use your simulation tickets to purchase simulation training permits at shop. So you cannot simulation ticket. Okay. The simulation training permit can be exchanged for attack, defense, anti-air training permit in 6 months. Okay, I'm not sure if I like the changes. I'm not entirely sure what they mean. You can no longer buy it from the shop, world map, and mission rewards. Because right now the simulation you can buy from the shop, and you can definitely come here and you can buy this using your quartz. But I guess that's no longer available. We'll see how they plan to improve this. But I don't really like them removing this entirely because it gives players option to get more simulation tickets to be able to farm whichever stage that they want, right? Alright, so aside, skins aside and simulation tickets aside, we do have, you know, all of the skins that were here before. Now they are making a comeback, which is good. Can try these skins at shop. So we're gonna have Replacer Bishop and Mika Star. So let's talk about both of them in this video. Alright, let's first talk about Replacer Bishop. So Replacer Bishop is a 3-cost striker. She's really strong in PvP. I don't think you're going to use her much in PvE. There might be situations where you can use her for sure. She can only hit ground units, keep that in mind. So as you can see, her basic attack is 1 valid hit, attack single target with a front claws. What makes her really strong is the passive most of the time. Alright, the Shadow Art, as you can see, she casts stealth on herself, so she's able to not get detected by anyone unless you have Alex. So far Alex is the only one that I can think of. But as you can see, cast stealth, achieve 100% higher evasion for 8 seconds when deployed. So after every third basic attack, she delivers an enhanced attack and casts the same effect for 4 seconds. So higher evasion, right, blinds the furthest enemy within range for 5 seconds with damage. Okay, so she blinds the furthest enemy within range for 5 seconds. So that is kind of interesting. So if you deploy her back, snipers might get blinded. So she sort of counters snipers in a way, I guess. As you can see, she has ability that even receives AoE damage up to 6%. That's quite a lot, 3, 3, and 6. So that's like 12%. Range enhanced attacks will always crit. So quite similar to Jendo or something where the enhanced attacks always deal crit damage. Similar. I like that she has 100% higher evasion. But I don't think you go for evasion build for her. Maybe it can work, but I think most players would use either attack speed to make sure that she can do more damage, or skill haste for the CDR cooldown, because her special skill is actually quite strong. If you look at this special skill, right, swings her sword, inflicts AoE damage, instantly finishes one unit with 30% or lower HP within range. So this is quite strong, alright? And you know, this can work on anyone. Of course, it doesn't include awakened units. So suddenly the value of awakened units sort of becomes higher because she deals with those tanky tanks, tanky defenders like Serapel maybe, Liumi maybe. Like, she deals with them much easier compared to awakened units. So awakened defenders. Definitely she's going to be meta for a while, I strongly believe. She's going to be really strong. If you play PvP a lot, you definitely want to consider pulling for her. And going into the last one, Dangerously Close, this is the ultimate skill, right? So quickly moves around in all directions, inflicts AoE damage on the broad area, levitates enemies, casts stealth and becomes immune to all damage for this skill's duration. Which is really interesting, alright? So she casts stealth on herself again and reactivates her passive effect after this skill, which is really good. So you can either go for skill haste to basically make sure that she casts the special and ultimate more often, which is going to be very beneficial for her because her special and ultimate is both really strong, where the ultimate does reactivate her passive often, or you can go for attack speed. As you can see, damage plus a lot of percent, target speed minus 100% for 6 seconds. Speed is the movement speed, not the attack speed in this case, so target will move slower for 6 seconds, which is pretty significant. So overall, I would say if you are a big fan of rushing in PvP, right, she's going to be one of the better units to obtain right now. As you can see, her HP is not that high. 41,000 is not that amazing, so she's more reliant on her evasion, but then her evasion is not that high either at 824. I'm not sure if anyone are going to go for evasion build. I think that could work. I'm going to try it out as well because I have plenty of decent evasion stats. But overall, 3.8k attack. Stats wise, not that impressive. She's one of the few units that, you know, has the ability to not be detected at all. So having stealth is really good, right? As you can see, the enemy can't even do anything to me, right? For 8 seconds. And she's very good for that purpose if you're trying to rush. If you're someone that plays a lot in, you know, using Albion, not necessarily using Albion, you don't really need Albion for her to work well, but she does work very good in Albion comps, alright? So because Albion gives everyone else's stealth, for example, you have Niall or you have Awakened Yumina, so that sort of forces enemy to basically deploy fast or defend against you, or else they have no choice. And let's have a look at her ultimate skill right here. As you can see, it's gonna slash. Yeah, that's quite a lot of units. I mean, a lot of damage. And yeah, pretty intense. So let's have a look at Mika Star right now. Now, Mika Star was one of the worst character that was released in KR server when she first came out. You know how we usually have like meta characters after meta characters, and then Mika Star happened. After Mika Star, you know, players just started questioning, what is this? Why is there such an awful character being introduced to the game? And guess what? She's still as awful as ever. I don't think she's as bad as people claims, alright? I don't think she is, you know, worthless and stuff, but I don't think she's good either. I think she's like average for me, but a lot of people have been saying that she's very bad. So let's have a look at the stats first. As you can see, really low HP actually. 30,000 is quite low. 3.1k attack, and the rest of the stats, she doesn't have anything to back her up. Her defense is oof. You know, she probably is gonna get one-shotted easily in any battle extent whatsoever. Let's have a look at the skills. Okay, so abilities wise, she deals damage on a single target in front, so one valid hit there. Passive skill, sleep immunity. Okay, this can be good for sure. Sleep immunity and evasion plus 200 to surrounding units. She supports them and gives them this aura. And special and ultimate skills will make the subsequent basic attack decrease all enemies' max HP by 10% for 60 seconds. This could be a good skill overall, I would say, but it doesn't work on bosses. So this is like a good skill on raids. I can see this being good on raids, on certain Shadow Hall, Shadow Palace, but then it doesn't work on bosses, so it's only useful for those minions where this is where the usefulness just, you know, dip down a little bit. Evasion plus 40% right here, as you can see, based upon her HP decrease. So incoming healing minus 25% added to the debuff. So she also can debuff the enemy by reducing the incoming healing as well. So you can see she's doing a lot of things right now, right? So special skill, as you can see, she does AoE damage, 2 valid hits, and the target loses 10% attack for 8 seconds. And once you skill this up to level 5, reduce attack by 25%. And going into the last skill, inflicts AoE damage on and around the target. The targets will be stunned for 4 seconds. Also increase everyone's crit damage by 25% for 12 seconds. Now this skill, I can see it being useful in raids for sure. Mostly in raids because crit damage 25%, that's something that I believe you can definitely benefit from easily if you have a high enough skill haste, because this is like 58 seconds. So every 58 seconds you can only cast this one time. Removes target's barriers for 12 seconds, as you can see, not including bosses again. So she does quite a lot of things, but in most honesty, in most cases, you don't really need her. Like in raids, Terminator, Chifuyu, those are going to be much more beneficial, useful units to have compared to having a Mika Star. If you're looking for support units, Shinja, you know, the regular heal day, Maria, those units can provide, you know, more without having to bother about the ultimate skill giving this skill, right? Giving the crit damage. I mean, crit damage is useful for sure, but then again, it doesn't justify unless you are trying to, unless you have good gears to give her so that she can cast this more often for 12 seconds. If they can buff this to 20-25 seconds, I think this would be a much more better skill. I think Cho Ho Jin has something similar if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Cho Ho Jin actually have something very similar to what Mika Star can provide. As you can see, right, crit damage plus 15% for 12 seconds for all allies after the ultimate skill. You know, Mika Star has it better, 25% crit damage as opposed to 15%, so still more. But at the end of the day, nobody uses Cho Ho Jin anyways in raids, so I doubt people are going to use Mika Star. I don't think that 25% is going to be that big of a deal. But if you have her, she's not too bad, I guess. But I wouldn't advise players to go all in and PT for her. I would say Bishop is going to be the better one between these two. Let's have a look at Mika Star's animation, how she is like in battle. So her skill revolves around using the pencil. Zoop. Okay, her range is pretty far. Okay, it's a bit lame. Let's have a look at the special skill again. Zoop. Okay, so reduce enemies' attack. Let's have a look at the ultimate skill. Okay, so this is where she throws the pencil and buff the crit damage by 25%. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of Mika Star and Replacer Bishop. Do you guys plan to pull any one of these? Or are you guys planning to get any of the, you know, new costumes? I mean, all costume, all rerun costume. If you guys miss any of the Rosaria costume or Liumi costume, Adif Twins, maybe you can consider getting it for admin coins. So yeah, as always, if you haven't already subscribed, give this video a like. I will do the live streams tomorrow, same usual time. And if you guys want me to help you pull, let me know. Alright, take care guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye.